Hey there, my beautiful earth signs. I hope you are doing great this week. Thank you for joining me for another group session. So if you're Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, these messages will be for you. Now, if you haven't been to a group session before, all good, friends. Just understand not all messages will resonate, and that is just fine. If you need a private session, check me out at my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com, where you can book your session online. And of course, if you enjoy these sessions, please don't forget to support me so I can keep supporting you. So, Earth friends, we're going to continue on with our mini readings because you're telling me you like them, so let's do it. And of course, we're going to start with Taurus. Taurus, please. We're going to do some spirit animal messages this week, right? So cool. Love my spirit animals. So, one spirit animal for Taurus, please. Taurus, please. Spirit animal messages. For Taurus, please. Here it is. This came out for someone else. Who did it come out for? Water signs, I think. It was, no, or was it fire? Fire signs, okay? Antelope and decisiveness. So this card is really telling you it is time to make some decisions. You cannot sit on the fence here, Taurus, okay? There's things that you, look at the horns, it's kind of like Taurus too, right? So it is time for you, as this says here, is to make a decision and take appropriate action. Now, whatever your decision is, it could be different for everybody, okay? But the energies around you are really nudging you to move forward and to make some decisions, okay? Taurus. Let's look at 3 cards for you, Taurus, to see where we are going. And maybe some advice and guidance this week to help you make a decision. Taurus, please, here's your first card. Okay, cool. What else? 2 more for Taurus. 2 more for Taurus, please. Taurus energies. Here's where we stop. Nice. Yeah. Okay. All right, Taurus. I see it. I see it super clear, all right? And this is telling me that you're not necessarily not sure about what you want to do per se, okay? But I think you're adding a little bit more pressure on yourself than you need to, okay? But good news, got a couple beautiful cards here showing up for you. First of all, 8 of Swords in reverse, and this is lovely because this is telling me that in the past you might have felt confused, you might have felt like you didn't see the forest through the trees or how to make an informed decision, but this is telling me that clarity is coming, okay? The answers are right in front of you, but you may not be walking towards them, all right? And this card is really talking about action, okay? Decisions being made and then legit moving ahead. So clarity is coming, and I can absolutely see why, because you've also got the 7 of Cups. There are options, there are choices around you and things that you want to move forward on, but you might be feeling overwhelmed as a result of either having to make these decisions, maybe you're not exactly sure, or you're delaying on choosing what you want to do because you're not exactly sure of the fine print with all of these little avenues that you could go on, okay? But I really do feel that this is telling me that you have a really good idea about what you want. You might just be settling between a little bit of things here, but you don't want to wait and delay too long, because sometimes when you sit in this energy, it's easy to get confused, all right? And that's exactly what's coming up. 9 of Swords, stress, confusion, not knowing what the right decision is, and really rolling things over in your mind over and over. You might be having some sleepless nights as well. So, Taurus, in order for you to really kind of change the energies here, don't wait too long on making a decision. If it's just these tiny little things that are holding you back between turning left or turning right, ask yourself the question, are these little details going to change the whole big perspective of what's going on? And if they're not, then start to make a decision and just move forward, because you don't want to end up creating more stress for yourself by not making a decision when you are really at the tail end of knowing exactly what you want, okay? The answers are right in front of you, Taurus. Don't delay any further. Okay, Virgo, you are up. So let's see what spirit animal messages want to come out for you this week. Virgo, please. Virgo energies. Spirit animals for Virgo. Virgo, please. Here. Neat. All right, cool. You got something going on here, Virgo. Squirrel and preparation. And this message here says, get ready for big changes. So this is an excellent card. So whether or not you see the changes coming down the line or they haven't hit your plate yet, things are definitely coming, all right? Do you feel either the need to pause or the need to prepare because you just feel it in the water or you feel it in the air? Now, hey, you might legitimately know about some of these changes that you're needing to do or stuff that's coming down the line, but this is telling you action is going to be required as well, okay? Interesting. Big changes, huh? Virgo? Let's take 3 cards for Virgo. There's the first one. Oh, all right, cool. 2 more cards for Virgo. That's a big one. 2 more cards for Virgo. Oh, shoot, there it is. All right. Okay, Virgo. I have the feeling that there's going to be relationship changes going on here. Now, relationships, in this case, I really do feel like it's a romantic relationship, possibly family. For some of you, this might be career and stuff like that, but I really feel this has to do a lot more with personal or romantic relationships. Enter the Lovers, okay? So who are you connected with? Are you either getting ready to change some things up? And I think that based on the other cards here that there is. You might even want to get clarity over a situation that you're uncomfortable with regards to your counterpart or whoever it is that you are connecting with here, okay? But this is definitely about relationships for you, Virgo, okay? And check it out. 3 of Swords. Has there been some heartbreak lately? Are there trust issues with this person? Or are there trust issues or issues that you kind of swept under the rug previously, but now they're either coming back to bother you again or they're resurfacing in some way? And check this out. We have the Moon as well. So this doesn't feel all too good, to be honest, Virgo, okay? You might be feeling like you're not getting the whole situation, okay? Maybe you feel that either your counterpart is hiding things from you. Now, sometimes this can be malicious, sometimes it's not. Sometimes people just don't feel like they can come out with what is on their mind. Or maybe your counterpart is trying to think themselves of, what do I need to do? What do I need to change? And because they haven't made a decision, they're kind of hanging back, and you can feel it a little bit that there's something that they're not either telling you, or they have something on their mind that they haven't come out with, okay? But the feeling with these cards, okay, when I have the Lovers in connection with the 3 of Swords and the Moon, it always makes me feel that even on the opposite end of things, on the more negative side, there very well could have been a third-party situation. You may not be trusting your partner, in whatever capacity this is, because definitely there's some clarity that needs to come around to the table, okay, and there's definitely big changes coming. So whether you're moving forward with this person or moving forward without this person, clarity is required. There is some heartbreak or some upset that needs to be addressed and looked at so that we can move on, whether together or separately. Good luck, Virgo. Okay, it is time to move on to my Capricorn pals. Capricorn, please. What's your spirit animal showing up for you this week? Capricorn. Capricorn, please. Capricorn. Here. Okay. All right, Capricorn, you got a big one coming out here, all right? Coyote and Wise Fool. And what it says down here is accept your follies and find the teachings in them. So this, whether you are aware of what this is or not, this is calling you to be discerning and honest with yourself, okay? Doesn't mean you're lying to yourself, but sometimes we tend to let our eyes and our direction go in the area that makes us feel most comfortable, whether we know this is right for us or not. There's lots of things that we might do that make us feel comfortable but aren't good for us, right? Talk to me about eating chocolate, etc., right? Prime example. But this is a card that really is telling you that change is going to be required, and this change is going to be in your best good. So let's take a look at what these energies might be involving for you, because this could talk about lots of stuff, okay? I think you might be going off on your own as well, Capricorn. I don't know if you're going to be breaking away from relationships, etc., but it's just the flavor that I get of this card, especially because this coyote is looking in the past, right? He's not looking forward, okay? 3 cards for Capricorn, please. 3 cards for Capricorn. What do we need to know this week for coyote energy? Boom. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there has been some fighting in the past here, and whether or not this is like fighting with individuals, I think that you've kind of stuck in an old energy for too long. Again, maybe you weren't looking at this with a really open and honest eye. It might have been that you were in a comfortable situation or in a routine or working with people that, you know, you've worked with for a long time and it's never really gone your way, and you didn't want to look at it in that way, okay? But I really think that you're going to be coming forward to take control of the reins. 5 of Wands in reverse. reverse. So in the past, were you having challenges with others? Were you not able to get along with others? Whatever capacity this is, okay? It could be work, it could be family, it really doesn't matter. But this is telling me that in the past, you might have had an argument, a fight, there might have been some real challenges on the plate. And even though this is behind you, you weren't exactly sure what to do about it, or maybe you didn't do anything about it, okay? Enter the Two of Swords in reverse. So this is telling me in the past you didn't necessarily know what to do about it. Maybe you didn't even have all the information to make an informed decision, but this was confusion. This was not making choices or being cluttered in your mind. But now you're starting to see the forest through the trees, whether this is you trying to improve yourself or you walking away from others. This will all be different for you guys. But there is new energy coming in for you, which is lovely. And you know, these two cards are in reverse, but we now have the King of Wands, okay? This is new fiery energy. So I don't know, Capricorn, if part of you is dealing with a fire sign specifically in your relationship issues, but this is telling me that you might really start to take the bull by the horns and say, okay, I know what wasn't right. I know what wasn't working for me. I have clarity and I can see the forest through the trees. So I'm going to move forward confidently by myself because I know I can do my own stuff. I don't need others to support me, and I feel confident in the decisions that I have made. So you look back, you discern what wasn't working, you see it for what it is, and now you're moving forward with fire, with flair, and with confidence. So, Capricorn, you got a little bit of work to do, but like I said, this work is definitely in your best good because if you end up here, you're doing all right. Earth signs, I hope these messages were helpful for you this week and they help guide you along your way. If you need a private session, check me out at my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com. And as well, if you want to sign up for my Psychic 101 Beginner Psychic Development Workshop, that's available at the end of the month as well. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next week.